I think I could probably put myself like maybe here. Alright, welcome back to Wall World 2. We're playing the playtest again. And last time we played, it's definitely like been a little bit, not contentious, I think that's the wrong word, but like it's been a bit, I can't see how much that's worth. Did I not already own this? I already own this one. It's a bit difficult to say if I love it or hate it, or any degree more than the original. I appreciate that it was kind of run based. If you died, you had to start up from the beginning. But like this is like mission based this time around, and I do wonder like what that means for me. So maybe we could buy some resources here. Increase vacuum capacity. I think I'm gonna buy that. Increase my vacuum capacity. Let's try and get on a mission. We still have not saved the miners, which is what we tried to do last time. But it is, I feel like it's more difficult than you think. It's on a giant map. You don't move very quickly. It's all just very, very scary. If you're not familiar with Wall World, by the way, fantastic game. The full first game was very cheap when I got it. And I'd imagine it probably still is quite cheap. The second one, kind of just the same, but there is, would you believe, bizarrely, a story. Let's enter the mine. I need to like kind of remember what the controls are as well. I'm hoping that there's like some meta progression in the game where you like get a chance to come into the missions with already, like for instance, already upgraded vacuums or like drills or anything like that. But I have yet to see anything like that. That being said though, good chance it's not in the playtest. I may, however, just try... Wait, hold on. I have, like, sprint already? Is that an upgrade or is that part of the meta progression? I can't remember. Let's be careful. Okay, did not want that to hit me. I think I just want to try and get the miners, man. We spent a lot of time faffing about and not a lot of time getting what needed to be got. You know what? You guys never hurt anybody. Right, that's so... I'm stunlocked. I'm getting stunlocked. I can't move. This looks like it. There we go. Right, just not... You can knock me down, that's fine. Okay, first one is complete. I'm getting fucking flung around. Sorry, pardon my French. Getting flung around here. Game's scaring me, man. I'm such a dope, man. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. Like, lock in. It's definitely a stranger way to play the game. I think we also have like a... do we have a plasma gun on this one as well? So let's exit the mine. We have to find the next mine that's going to work for us. Do we have any upgrades here though? We do. We can get like improved mining speed and also increased regular speed. I feel like... I'm just going to go for that. We'll take a speed boost. It's not gonna like tremendously help us in actually getting through the mine if we find it, but hey ho. Okay. I feel like this wall is telling us something and it's telling us to go down. Okay. Anything that we want to aim for here? I don't think so. I would... Oh wait, there's no miners in this cave. That is a little bit of a problem. I'm not sure like whether or not we should maybe get a little bit or just leave it as is. I mean, we got some repair materials at the very least with the emeralds, which is good. Thing is, there's like probably almost definitely a blueprint somewhere in here that will give me an upgrade, whether that be a weapon or like something to my suit. Oh wait, no, there is a miner in here. You just, oh, dude, I thought it would ping as soon as you entered the mine. But no, it's actually just proximity base. He's just at the back. That means that I have probably entered into a mine, thought this guy isn't here, and then left because I thought it was a waste of time, man. No. Hold on. Get away from me. Yep. Yep. You know what? There's a spawner above me, but I'm gonna ignore it. I'm wondering if ignoring it is a possibility here, actually. Dude, where the hell is this guy, man? I don't have a clue where this guy is. There's so much to... I really hope he's not up and left, because I don't have... Do I have the weapon? See, I guess we could. It's not like we don't do damage with the drill. It's just not ideal. I refuse to die in the mine though. If I'm gonna die anywhere, it's gonna be out in the battlefield, but still. Okay, I think I'll probably be able to get this, but I'll probably have to leave as soon as we get it, because it will speed up the process of like enemies coming towards us. Excuse me. Please wait. Come on, chop chop. That's fine, that's fine. I can take that, I can take that. Okay. We're actually pretty much right on time as well. I do wonder though, if we're going to try and speedrun this, is it worth even getting upgrades to the ship? I do also realize I'm covering up the HP and the energy of the thingy here. Let me just quickly move that. Abosh! Sweet. Right, we still got some to get up here. That is one thing I do like about Wall World 2, the very, oh, well, just Wall World in general, is that you think that it's, you know, a certain size. It's like a TARDIS. Everything's like, it's bigger on the inside. You maybe find a dead end or something like that, and you're like, ah, there's probably nowhere else to go here. And then you hit like one little cavern area, and the whole thing just opens up. I don't know if the miner can be on the left side. I think we're moving further away from him. There is a blueprint in there, but can I even get it? Can you mine out? I don't think you can mine them out. I'm just gonna have to leave it. I have not beaten the miner mission, which is hilarious, but that I think I was working on bad intel. It doesn't just pop. Like the little proximity thing that tells you where if a miner's nearby does not just go off if you happen to be entering a mine that has them in. It is proximity based. They have to be like within a certain distance. So you have to go in and like have a little scope around to, you know, double check and see if there's actually somebody in there. And I stupidly originally thought that it would just be like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. We just do that. All we have to do is enter the mine, and then it will tell us if there's a guy there or not, and if there isn't, we leave. Okay, I can't kill these, but it's fine. I struggle to think how I get all these back efficiently. But some are gonna fall, and that's just something we're gonna have to deal with. That's okay though. There's quite a lot that are gonna fall apparently. No, that's fine. It's good. 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 Destroy that. Okay, I think I might just be able to beat this mission. I say just. We're looking pretty good. We have 2 miners already, and we're not even on the second wave yet. I think one of them I had to extract though. Like I didn't even get a chance to like find the last one. The game was like, you gotta get out of here, man. You gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna end up being caught by the fire on the way up again. Okay, it was close. It was close. I think, like, you don't really see me take a lot of damage from mobs in this game, which I think is a blessing considering how annoying they are. There we go. So, upgrades. I've forgotten how to change to the pulsar, if I'm honest with you, which is meant for destroying enemies. Let's buy you. I'm fine with that as well. Just drilling efficiency. And then let's like lock and load and get ourselves sorted. I want to say I think we go down. I think we just head down the way. It's going to be kind of annoying because I don't think we have a tremendous amount of time in the mine before the next wave comes. And to be honest, last time I played this, I think I spent like 10 straight minutes just running down. So if we spend a few minutes running down and there's nothing there, probably call it quits and head back up top. But that being said, I have no idea how the game has like laid this out. If they have it kind of, if it's like pseudo seeded. Okay, well you know what? That seems like a bad omen. I've triggered a wave by accident by like heading south. Have I got any? You know what? Hold on a minute. Let's go. Let's just go for the first reel here, and then let's lose the bullet spread, shall we? That's fine. That's fine. Okay. We'll have another wave coming very, very soon, but it's at least okay for now. I think I have to head back up though. I think it's like really boneheaded to just. Oh wait! No, hold on. I'm not gonna go far from the spawn here because we are gonna have aliens approaching real soon. Nothing on the scanner about the miners either. Clear out some of this though. Okay. Let's get ready for the next wave. I'm just going to shoot up the way in case there's something coming from that direction. It's coming from down. Okay, that would have been... You know, I really thought it would come from down as well. I don't know why I decided to aim up the way. Oh, there is stuff coming from up. Okay. I was just impatient. Okay, we've not taken a lot of damage, which is wonderful. Love that for us. That being said, I do not think that this area has the miner in it. I can hear like enemy mobs. Even with like solid drilling efficiency, like I cannot break through this. I think that's probably my indicator that I should be careful and maybe head like north, but I say north as if north is up. I should head up, not north. Okay. Just gonna take the little pathway around. Okay. I don't know how much deeper I should go before I give up and realize that there's probably not going to be anything here. Okay. I can't remember what the... I think they're for stuff like... they're for meta progression stuff, right? So I don't have to worry too much about... I can grab them and then take them back, but I don't have to worry too much about spending them on stuff for the time being, I believe. Okay, there's no way I'm breaking through that thing. Those things are like insanely tanky. There's no way. The little virus puffer things. Feels like kind of a dud cave, to be honest. I mean, unless I find a blueprint, I don't really feel like it's been tremendously worth the time. But to be honest, like, how much longer am I willing to spend here? Oh, you know what? There's a shortcut. In some regards. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought I was onto something there. Oh, 1 second, chat. Sorry, had a parcel there. He knocked on the door, and I was like... I was pretty quick, to be honest. Faster than my usual self. And I went out to check, and there was nobody there, and I was like, what the hell is... what the hell is going on? And then a guy comes like from behind the house being like, oh, I left it on the table, and I had no shoes on, and I just walked over like stones and stuff like that trying to get to the parcel, man. Very stupid. But I got it. My bad dragons finally arrived. Dude, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. I'm genuine. I'm fighting for my life trying to get this all going. Do you know what I've been fighting the urge to play a little bit? Kind of been in a League of Legends mood. Not like Doombots or Arena or anything like that. I'm kind of like, dude, I kind of want to run some ranked. But I don't even know like what's strong right now or good. Or what role I want to play. So basically I have no idea. I'll be going into it like completely lost as far as it goes. And I feel like that's a great idea. I genuinely don't think anybody can find a flaw in the logic there. Doombots is on PBE, yeah. I've completed every... To be fair, one of it's quite funny actually. One of the devs was here during it. Like, he was watching us play it for the first time. And we accidentally beat... Well, I say accidentally. We beat, like, not the hardest mode, but, like, hard mode. Because there's, like, 3 different versions of it. It's, like, easy, hard, and then there's, like, it's called Vagar's Evil Curse or something like that. I can't remember quite what it is. And then I was having a rough game. I was playing, like, Viego and having a bad time. Because, like, you can, if you're playing Viego, you can steal the Doombots if you kill them. But I suck at Viego, and also, they're very strong. So it wasn't going exactly as well as it could have been. But when it came to actually fighting the boss, turns out Viego was still good, because they have Blader and King, you have, like, your passive, and then you're shredding the boss regardless. But the dev was like, oh, that was a bit too easy. Like, we need to make some adjustments, like, in real time. So the harder mode is probably going to be harder than it is in my video, because like they're gonna do some tweaks or adjustments maybe, because they obviously saw us play it, and maybe they have some background knowledge on how terrible we all are as a community at League of Legends. And he was like, right, well, if these guys are beating on the first time, then that's not on. We shouldn't be letting that happen. And that's cool. It's cool having it is. I always love having devs in. I do like remember the time my life flashed before my eyes. I think I was playing like Undermine or something like that, and somebody came in and I misread what they said, because they were talking about, I think we were talking about had it in the game category, and I was like, I wasn't like crazy like nippy about it, but I was still like, man, like we've played like 6 different games today. Like, I just let me find like a natural break point in the video before I go tap out and then go like and then it occurred to me, I was like, this guy's got like the name of like it looks like a dev, and I was like, oh, this is the person that developed the game, and I've just told them that I'm not changing the name to the game that I'm playing, because I don't even think it was on the directory at the time anyway, but like it's still bad relations, you know. And no, it just turned out it was just some guy. But I just misread what he said. So, what's Noita? Noita is a spell crafting wizard game that is like devilishly hard. Seymour, revealing the secrets, gotta play like shit next time when Ryer's in chat. I think it's true. I should have entered. Well, I want. No, here's the issue. I was inting. Like, I was doing terribly. I was occasionally stealing a Doombot, but it was just for the love of the game, not for... I wasn't doing any damage, or I wasn't doing anything particularly impressive in any regard. Which I think was the reason why he was like, oh, this is too easy. So, yeah, it's my bad. I should have played way better. If I wanted the hard mode on Doombots to not get... This is exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on one sec. Exclamation mark game. All world 2. That is a long climb. I think I am once again going in the wrong direction. I have got time though. This is why the miner one is... See, trying to find 3 guys? Unless that other mine is genuinely so deep that I did not identify him in the hole. I went pretty deep as well. Now you got me like, should I go back? I mean, I'm going back. I'm going back as we speak. But playing badly was the reason why it's getting buffed. I should have played like Faker. I should have played like the GOAT if I wanted it to remain at the difficulty that it currently is, you know? Time for the next stack. I mean we're looking pretty good on time as far as it goes. We've still got like 4 more waves to come before the last wave is imminent and we have to get out. But yeah, I'm hitting the exact same problem I hit in the first time I played this, and that I would love some indicator of at least what direction to go in, because you can go forever, man. Like, not forever. There is an end to the wall, but it is like, it's a long ways away. And the last one, I mean, we were just chatting and talking, so it wasn't really tremendous big a deal, but, you know, you're spending like 10 minutes fucking, pardon my French, walking downwards and waiting for like a hole to show up, you know? And I'm sitting here like, I swear to God, I don't remember it being this far down. I only ever did the find 3 miners once, and that's because it was mandatory. Well, I can't unlock anything else, I don't think, until I've done find 3 miners, and I have yet to find 3 miners. See, I recognize that dent in the wall. We're almost home. I recognize it. But it's difficult when you're infinitely going in one of 2 directions and you pick the wrong direction. But you've already committed like 8 minutes of pressing W or S. It's just like, it's pretty devastating actually, you know. Anyway, we're about to suffer attack. I'm trying to think, like, actually upgrade wise, do we want anything? We can go for extra damage or like gun rotation. However, give me some of that at the very least. And then Kind of like the gun rotation situation here. Yeah, you know what? I think the gun rotation is valuable. Oh, that feels nice now. That feels way nicer. Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind that. I feel like the terrain turns flat when you're beyond the area, right? Perhaps. You know what? I'm gonna hit that mine that I went out of again, I think. Because I feel like maybe I just didn't go deep enough. Because I realized earlier that it doesn't just pop the second that you enter the mine. It has like something to do with like actual genuine just proximity. Which is annoying, because like if you're not deep in the mine, you don't know if you're in the right place. Hold on a minute, what's going on here? I think this is the one. I'm pretty sure this is the one. These things do a lot of damage. And I don't really have any way of blocking them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spend some emeralds, I think, to repair this. And then I guess lock me in. First, I think that's the first time I've seen that mob in this game. And yeah, they're a little bit spooky. I'll give them that. Okay. So let's get in there and let's give it a try. See if we come across what we're looking for here. I need a ping or something though, and I've yet to get one that would tell me that something's here. So I am thinking like maybe we're not in the right spot. And to be honest with you, it kind of looks like we're at the end of the mine as well. Oh my Jesus. I think this is like the lowest my shield has ever been. I really should use the plasma cutter thing. Like the thing that actually destroys enemies. But I forget how to change weapons. So it's difficult. Okay, I feel vindicated in that I have not missed a miner in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits on this one. We'll leave, and then I guess we'll continue south. I think just continuing south is like maybe one of the only things that we can really hope to do. Hopefully there's a mine not too far from here, though. I also thought that the meter showed up no matter what. I thought so too, but there was no beeping at all. And then it beeped when I got deeper in. So, you know what? Realistically, this should be it. It is it. Wonderful. Well, we don't have to play around here. Because ideally we're not going to be looking for any more upgrades. To be fair, I mean, we can farm the other currency that is for the meta progression stuff, which is just from mining, period. And I think this should be... No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to say that looks like the direction we want to be headed, but... I wish the ping was more useful. I wish it was throughout the entire course of the level. Like, if it was a ping... If it just had... All it has to be is, like, directional, right? Which direction is the closest miner in? Up or down, left and right, right? And then if it starts pinging right when you go over a mine, you're like, okay, he's in there. If you're not sure which direction to walk in, it prevents people from walking prevents people from walking 10 minutes in the wrong direction to go nowhere, you know? I think that would be a phenomenal quality of life update to that particular situation. See, the thing is, it's pinging. It's not making a noise though, but it is pinging in the corner. But I still got no idea where or how deep this thing goes. Because I don't even think the directions on it are particularly useful. Like how close you are to it doesn't seem that valuable to me. Okay, that's fine. I'll at least get my currency. We should head back though, for sure. Can't afford anything in the way of ooh, that went deeper than I thought it was gonna. Okay, time to defend. The rotation speed is fantastic. Love it. Yep, forgot about you. You know what? I'm just going to tank this and just shoot the one. Because that thing does a bajillion damage if it actually hits you. Okay, you know what? Keep moving. Okay. I let it hit me anyway. Okay, that was bad. This is Wall World 2. But this is the playtest. We spent a little bit too much time on that. I wasn't a big fan. We've still got emeralds though, so repairing isn't going to be a tremendous issue. We went way further south than I thought we were gonna. We went downtown, man. Right, get me locked in though. He's in there somewhere, and I will find him. For the time being, though. I should really wait until I actually get the miner before I start farming, like the dust, right? It's just too tempting. Definitely not there. Guess I'll try and ping it when I go past it. So, okay, so it's behind that thing right there. Okay, that very much narrows it down because I've mined out literally everything else. Starting to beat now, which means we're getting closer. That frame started when breaking the block. I think it's intentional. I don't think it's like... I don't think it's... For once, I don't think it's my PC. I think it might be like something to add some like weight to you destroying a thing. But I don't know, Shiko, like, does yours do that as well? Could be because it's an early build as well, actually, yeah. I mean, this is like just like a vertical slice of what the game is or will be. We're getting closer. We're getting very close. We just gotta keep digging. I'd really like to find them before the next wave. But I think it might trigger a extraction if I go back to the ship, period. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Start extraction. Okay, we have got a little bit of time here. I finally managed to do it. The first mission in the game. I don't think we need to go for any of these crystals, like, at all. But I will still take the blueprint, though. You have to manually trigger the extraction. Okay. I mean, like, what else is there for me, though? You know what I mean? I don't think there's that much. We've got just about 5k. It might be worth getting 5k before we trigger the extraction. Because that is as much as an upgrade will be, you know? Don't have to, like, get any more than 5k. I mean, that's, like, perfectly fine right there. But at the very least, you know what, I'm going to buy these in case I need repair during the extraction. Because we have taken a little bit of a pounding, unfortunately. Righty. So, again, let's spend some money on repairs right now. And then we have 45. Let's increase our damage. Let's increase the fire rate, because why not? It's time to test the extraction that Jill spoke of. Alright, so let's call for extraction here. So I'm assuming it's going to call in, like, the big boy. Oh, we just have to survive for a minute. Okay. I'm glad I put all the the rest of the resources into, like, I guess, damage. I also have to assume that I do not want to move too much, because I want to be in the extraction zone. That thing has to die. I don't know what it does, I can't remember, but it needs to go. Upgrade the drone. Is the drone that good? Let's have a look at it. I mean, we're almost out, to be fair. Oh, it's just an actual drone set. We can upgrade it, though. We've got some. Plus 5 shots in a burst. Let's take that, yeah. I'm gonna say no to that. I do not like that these things don't take damage unless they open their eyes. Okay, these things... Are these things that turn into big boys? Okay, I'm actually I may be in a tad bit of danger here. Because we do not want that thing landing on us. Get me out. Extract me. We're still firing, even though we're kind of tied up. Huge news. Huge news. We did not defeat the Leviathan. That's not what interests me, though. Oh, wait. So if we get the relic out, we get to keep... Or that's part of... Is that part of some meta progression thing that in the future, I guess? I know the more... Oh, dude, I should have got more. Because then it actually turns into dust later on. It just gives you dust. Interesting, interesting. Okay. I thought it might have something to do with... like, we can get it in the workshop or whatever. You know what? Sorry, let's go with the bar first. Now we got a quest guy. I was wondering because you were like, you don't have a quest, I have a quest, and I just assumed that I was like bugged or something. I just thought you might need help. Only if you can pull my lost cat out of nowhere, which I highly doubt. I've only seen cats in books. I built a drone that looks like a cat. Now this cat boy just wanders around day and night, who knows where, but every morning he wakes me up, his servos purring into my ear. The bastard, he's practically family. So, blueprints if we go and find a cat. There's only one mine, but the mine is huge. Ay. Well, let's not spend our... Oh, I keep pressing escape to exit. Let's not spend our money quite yet. Let's have a look at the upgrades we can have here. Anything in particular? 15 increase on that. Allows you to run on horizontal surfaces. That's our exosuit. Drilling power. I mean, nothing crazy. Because we could actually upgrade the Robo Spider as well if we wanted to. Classified. There's a lot of it. There's some interesting stuff here. Okay, I mean, in that case, what I would say is we go for an upgrade onto our vacuum cleaner so that it's got 5 more slots in it. We can go buy some food as well to increase like stats going into the next run. Yeah, 20% chance to get an extra resource when destroying a block. I can probably live with that. 15. What's 20% of 15? Frankly, do not know. Okay, so another mission. Destroy the Zyrex incubators. Find the Catbot. It's an XXL. Ay. Okay. Start mission. Send me out to hell. Wait, what did you say when you meant 3? So this is the one where there's only one mine, are you saying? To be honest, I'm kind of with that. Like, one giant mine. Oh, it's 3. Right. Dude, I'm getting unbelievable amounts of dust from this. There's not a single resource to be found here, but there's... The dust I'm getting is insane. Is this a bug? I'm like, why am I getting so much? I guess I have to live to be able to make use of it, though. Yeah, the dust on this is crazy, man. I feel like I could... I mean, I had 1,000 when I came in, and I'm already at like 4K almost. I mean, with this, if we survive and get out, I feel like we can buy quite a lot of upgrades. That being said, though, I do need to find, like, some gems. I mean, I know there's, like, 4 down there, but that's not really enough to get you where you need to go, I think. And honestly, I'm not in love with that either. Like, having a spawner this close, and then having the first wave come a lot faster is... it's not very good. It's not very good. I don't like it. It's no good. How do you change to the pulsar? I can't remember. There's got to be a button. I'm pressing a bunch of buttons, to be fair. Trying to get it to operate. I'm a little bit curious. Have any of my upgrades carried over? No. Dude, I have not found a single resource. I mean, there was ones in there, but it was 4. And I guess that's like, I feel like the better part of an upgrade, but it just didn't feel like it was hitting the spot for me. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, that's bad. Oh, jeez. Just mine this out, it's fine. The dust is crazy. I was looking at the 10k upgrade being like, that's gonna take a while. But in all actuality, it's not gonna take long at all. I think we go do this. Get this back to base. Quick as a whippet. Okay, upgrade me real quick. On the drill. Movement speed as well, I think, could be important. Maybe me going for the thing that gives me a chance to get extra resources is good here. Because there seems to be a drastic lack of them. Also, hello. Hello, matey. How you doing? Okay, that thing is rock solid. Right, there we go. Finding some more. That's good. If I can find some more, like in this little column, that would be incredible business for me as well, because we can kind of just funnel it all down the gap. Okay, not bad. Is this gonna... I mean, to be fair, I could drop it all off as well. I'm looking forward to, like, this being as big as I hope it is. If it's not actually very big, I'll be quite sad. It does say XXL. One gigantic mine, although granted, navigating it, like, once we've actually cleared out a lot of it, it's probably going to be a nightmare, but still. Okay, that is a new resource that I... Oh wait, no, it's not. It's just blue, but... Okay, something has already cleared out. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. That's fine. Okay, time to get this stuff back at the very least. And then we should have some upgrades to work with. Uh, 11k dust is absolutely absurd. I'm hoping that this still starts off like nice and easy. Because if this is a giant, I just feel like the resources at the beginning were just killing me a little bit. Not got a lot to work with. Okay, we were fine there. Give me that. Give me drilling efficiency, and then get me straight back out. I think we need to maximize what we're getting from this, and maybe I've been a little bit skeptical about the upgrade that gives you a chance to get like an extra resource. But when things are scarce, maybe there's like there's an argument to be made that it's worth getting for the sheer fact that like there might not be we're not finding that many nodes, you know. I feel like we're gonna be able to buy every upgrade in the game if we manage to make out alive with how much dust we're getting. This is World War II. I did put in ! game, but I don't know. Maybe it's not on the directory. I don't think it's on the directory. I'm just gonna put World 1. Or it's just not doing it. Period. I mean, I put it in a couple times, but it appears that it has not. I did try my best. It is a mining game. That thing seemed to, well, that thing seems to always work. It's just today it hasn't worked for some reason. I got no idea. Okay, we're starting to hit, not the mother load, but we're certainly hitting a lot. And the amount of dust that we're getting, I mean, it's useless right now, but it's still very neat. If I recall, like, I don't remember if in the first wall world you had an upgrade on your ship that allowed you to get more space on the vacuum. To be honest with you, I feel like half the, the vacuum like space never really mattered to begin with because you would always just funnel it back to base like this, but it would be nice if like the vacuum mechanic was, well, I guess that is you utilizing the vacuum mechanic. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I suppose I'm trying to say that you never really actually suck up stuff. You suck up a little bit and then it gets stuck and then you just end up sweeping everything for the rest of the run until you're done. Chico, thanks so much for the sub, man. I greatly appreciate it. My G. Okay. Let's bring it all down. Bring it all down. Just double checking there's nothing there. I've kind of like forgotten the layout of this like level so far, and I'm realizing that there's actually quite a bit to get back to. Oh, you know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Right. Drilling efficiency. Forgetting the layout was my main source of failure in this level. I get it. I do get it. I think speed is going to be really important as well, actually. Probably worth investing in that. I'll tell you what though, I kind of do like the idea that there's, you know what, in Wall World 1, it was always kind of like, you know, do what you want, essentially. I think that like it's an interesting idea that they've kind of maybe leaned in slightly to the concept that some upgrades are more valuable in certain missions than others. So if you're on an XL or an XXL mine where there's only one mine and it's huge, maybe drilling efficiency isn't as valuable as the fact that when you're in the mine later on, you have a long way to get back. And you have to... And having movement speed is important in that regard, right? And then maybe in small ones, or ones that have like higher tier or like higher tier material that takes a lot longer to break through, that's where you want to be going for like drilling efficiency or something like that, because they're smaller mines but they're harder to damage. Oh jeez, I didn't think there'd be another one. See, that actually is gonna be quite a big problem for me. I mean, if I kill this, I need to immediately get back to the ship, because otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. There's 3 in this room. You are having a freaking joke, man. Okay, go. Don't stand on me now. Get out of me! We just gotta go. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Charlie, not now. Charlie, not now. Okay, we're not taking, like, insane amounts of damage, but we are taking damage. Come on. It's not feed time yet, bro. You still got, like, an hour and a half. Okay, the HP isn't too bad, but that was pretty rough. We did not bring a lot of resources back to base with us. You don't need to kill the nests. I know we don't need to kill them, but they obviously like constantly spawn enemies, and yeah, you're right. I don't need to kill them. It just felt like it would become a nuisance if it wasn't like they weren't dealt with, you know. But I guess like realistically, I just have to like cull them a little bit. I can see so well, Charlie. Thank you so much. I don't think... do you know what I think it is? Now that I'm realizing it, I think maybe like Nightbot's broken or something. Because I think actually when I type !game, it's Nightbot that does it. But when you type !Charlie, there also should be Nightbot saying something in the chat that's like, Charlie has received X amount of treats. So that explains why like it didn't work when I did it. $21,000 dust is absolutely ridiculous. Dude, just like I think a lot of the hazards that you deal with in the mine suck, if I can be honest. I'm not in love with the gushers, the puffers. What else have we got? I think that's pretty much it. The mobs are fine. But like the lava stun locking you, but actually like not really doing any damage, and then the things that are really, really tanky, but they puff out like some smoke and they block stuff off and are kind of annoying. That's an issue. Charlie, you're sitting on the keyboard, man. I can't use it. I can't use it. Charlie bot win. It's a good idea, actually. Life could be a dream if I could take you up to paradise up above. I'm glad that we've stumbled upon some resources now. Although,
Uh-oh, because this is harder rock. Okay, you know what? At the very least, let me get what I can get from here. And I think then it's time to maybe start heading back. That being said, though, as well, I hate saying that being said. It does my nutting. Especially considering I'm apparently in a war in my own mind. Nothing else up here. It's very, very dark. Which, ooh, a little bit of lag. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Is the thingy causing it to lag? The ball? Is vacuuming the ball, like, messing up? Where did it go? Where'd the ball go? The blueprint. The blueprint is disappeared? Oh, wait, it's down there. Okay. I think the blueprint, whatever particle effects are on it, are like having a bad time right now. I remember back in the 2010s, everybody had their own Xbot, like something bot. Yeah, I mean, it was easy to do. I think I had maybe something similar. But then, you know, when it's your chatbot or whatever, it also, there's like an implication that you have to like maintain it in some regard. And I was just not for having that. I was just like, you know what, man, it's fine. I'll take like the commoner house garden and chatbot. I don't, cause like RossBoomsocks or whatever, it's like it's not getting any updates, put it that way. And also, I feel like if anything goes wrong, there's an implication that it's something to do with me, which is absolutely not the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. Whereas, if it's like someone else's bot that's going wrong, I can be like, hey, listen, guys, don't blame me, because I got nothing. I don't know, like, you don't blame the monkey on the organ grinder. Do you know what I mean? I'm just the delightful rube. I don't know about delightful. That's being ambitious, but still. Get me back to Paradise City. Where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Won't you okay, I think we have to spend some money on this. On this. Charlie! He's messing up my aim, dude. He's bumping into the mouse. Ooh. Oh. I'd like to commit this one to getting resources for mining upgrades if possible and nothing else. I'm gonna be honest, I had a humongous pile of ore somewhere and I am lost, although I can see there's quite a lot there, but is that the ones that I had? Oh yeah, it is. It must be. Chico, I've underestimated the mine. I'm really lost in this area. It is. I mean, where am I taking this? I don't know how to get back, man. Oh wait, I know how to get back. Go. Okay, get all up. I mean, it's satisfying getting all this stuff up, but it is still difficult. Okay, maybe there's too many on screen, and also all the lava plumes are. I think there's too many things in this. I think there's too many lava plumes. Period. Like just in the game. Like, at least let me walk out of it, you know? I appreciate I made a mistake getting caught by it, but... Brother, where am I going right now? You know what, man? I'm gonna move on. I'll be back, don't you worry. If I remember. Charlie's just like nuzzling my hand. Like he wants scratches, like so bad. Hold on. He is, oh for God's sake, he is just on the mouse and on the keyboard. He's loving it. I do think, like, I don't, like, actually want to be, like, a weird cat dad, like, actually, like, who, like, I mean, I like, love Charlie, but I also, like, feel like there needs to be a line drawn, because there's been times where I've, like, genuinely, and I'll admit this is when the channel was doing well, and I was like, hey, I've got a little bit of extra spending money to spend on superfluous nonsense. I was like, I could commission. By the way, this is a ridiculous performance of this game. This is a nightmare, man. What are we doing here? Get rid of the lava. Get rid of the lava. That'll fix your game, dude. I was very much considering like being like I'm gonna get an oil painting of Charlie, but as like anthropomorphized somewhat as like a human. You don't think it's supposed to handle that much ore? Yeah, I think you may be onto something. That being said, though, like, what do you expect when like the map looks like this? Like, how? What do you think I'm gonna take? Like, I will fill my vacuum and only fill my vacuum, and then I will go back with just enough to. Brother, I got 15 slots, man. 15. Like, grow up, man. 15 ain't nearly enough to get any kind of sauce going. What gets upgraded for 15? Like the first number of upgrades, obviously, but like beyond that, I mean. It's important early, but not beyond. Okay, laser beams. I think it was the ore. I don't think it was anything to do with the... Now that I'm like looking at it, it's nothing to do with the blueprint. It was just the ore. Man, the layout of this level is diabolically, just diabolically brutal. I mean, I still got a little bit of time. Got a nice little rich pocket here. I think, is it too far to get like a painting commissioned of your animal and like an oil painting as if he's like King Richard, like Richard VIII or something? I don't know. Henry VIII, sorry, no, not Richard. There's been many King Richards, but I can't remember who I'm even referring to here. You know what? The time has snuck up on me on this one, and we're 4 invasions in, like 4 waves in, and I don't feel like I'm any closer to getting where I need to go here. That is scary. That thing's gotta go. I'm about to get shotgunned. Right. Maybe some damage upgrades could go crazy here. Ow! You know what? We have a solid amount to repair with. I think you're on the vape, man. I mean, people did that in the day, but they were rich. Yeah. Back when the channel was making money, I wouldn't call myself rich, but I was definitely, I lived like far below my means. Are you on something? So I was like, you know what? Why not have a little treat?
Isn't that right, Charlie? A little treat. Ah. Should upgrade the healing first. What, this one? I could do that, yeah. Oh, these are cheap as hell. So Charlie, listen. Chill out, kitten. Okay, that's something to consider. Yeah? Charlie is just hitting buttons right now, but I don't know what he's hitting. See, even with all the drill efficiency, it's still... There should never be this many lava plumes on the screen at once. Hold on. Right, okay, hold on. Stop. Stop. I'm getting like discombobulated, man. I feel like Charlie's like hit some. Oh wait, I do. I just realized that I have a little thing that tells you how close you are. The proximity mirror. Don't get hit. It's fine. Wait, hold on. Stop this. Okay, hold on. Because I'm losing the beam on the drill. It's gone green. Was it always green? I'm despising how dark it is as well. I'm so lost, man. I'm so lost. Should I just try and get the Catbot and get out, man? I got no idea. I got like plenty of like... I guess I got plenty of dust, but I guess you could always use more. You know what? I'm not gonna... you know what? Why am I even bothering with this? Oh my god, they've been populating this area the whole time. Hold on! Oh my bloody hell, man. Please, relax. Give me a day off. 31 key dust is absurd. Push it to the limit. Oh god, there's so many spawners as well. This is a hell level, man. Oh, the beam screen would not hit in. Oh, that's interesting tech. Thank you so much for that. Question. Will I lose because I can't figure out how to get back? I'm evidently very close to this little cat boy. By Jove, we've done it! Do you get dust for killing the enemies, or is it just... Huh? Yeah, I should start going back. I don't know whether or not I want to like continue to farm this level for dust or what. Bye bye, Charlie. He's decided to grant me mercy. Okay, figuring. I mean, I'm just gonna follow the trail of like ore and hope that that takes me home to where I want to be. The deeper you are, it seems the darker it gets, which is bad, 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 bad. Okay, I recognize where we are now. I recognize where we are. That being said, though, I'm pushing my luck, like, insanely here. Is it like nighttime in the mine? Like, why is it so dark, man? The mine is an unadulterated mess. This is taking the piss right now. See, I should have got rid of the spawners, but like, I don't know how to swap to the thingy. There's people here to help me. What's a hotkey to get to the thingy, the gun? Help me! My arrow key just came off. No idea. What is the button? Next, what? X and Z. Okay. Maybe. Well, I think that might be when you're on the ship. I'm not really sure. Okay. I'm not quite done yet. Right, well that is certainly slightly better than the drill. Slightly better. It appears to work when you're just cutting about as well. Although, granted, it still is kind of lame. Admittedly. I don't think I'm not gonna upgrade anything. I figure I just might as well take this all back, because I think it counts towards, like, dust at the end. So I'm like, you know what, man? Why not? I can maybe spend some of it. Ideally not, though, but... I'm coming back with, like, a wealth of dust, though. It does make me think I should take advantage of it and maybe farm more, but, like, honest to God, the amount of, like, horrendous lava plumes that are in this level, I've kind of had enough. I want rid of it, to be honest. Okay, suck. Got plenty of time though. Grr. I think I got most of the resources that needed to get got. So 32k is what we have. If I need to upgrade like during this extraction, I'm like kind of like fine with doing that, I think. And I'm not gonna repair unless I like actually need to repair. Oh, I just realized, dude, I've had this. Charlie hasn't been on my lap or like on the desk for probably a few minutes, and I just scratched my nuts here as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. I was like, man, I didn't even think I realized he left. It's like, well, my desk is so empty all of a sudden. My arms feel lighter. I need to take into consideration what the cross things are that turn into the giant balls, because I don't even think I've seen them like pop off, so to speak. Oh, it's those things. I got 8 seconds. I reckon I can probably live without too much difficulty here. If I have to pop it, I'll pop it, but I think we're chilling. The drone's pretty good, man. Upgrading the drone, and I could have upgraded it more and gotten more of them, but I didn't want to spend the resources because it seemed like a I'd be able to get away with kind of saving and having that converted into dust. 30. I mean, to be honest with you, like the resources. I mean, it wasn't even worth it. We should just upgrade it. 700 dust. That was not particularly crazy, but that does convert into like 1600 though, so that's all right. We did not kill the Leviathan, but we did get the Catbot. And now we have a bajillion gold as far as it goes. I mean, 10k drilling power. There's an argument to be made here. Yeah, we can go tank. Another upgrade on that. Okay, I'm a big fan of that. I don't know if there's gonna be. Wait, actually, we need to get. Sorry, we need to get the reward for the mission as well. How do we get the reward for the mission? We did it, right? Should be in the bar. I got the cat and I extracted, so I would be willing to presume that it was a success. A rip-roaring success. Unique resources in this region. What does this mean? The quest is still there. You're telling me. Don't tell me what I think. I don't even like. I mean, I found the Catbot and extracted with it. As far as I am concerned, the things that were needed to be completed were completed. You know? I have no idea what this resource is, like the 12 balls at the top. I got the cat on my 3rd or 4th attempt. We didn't need that long. You know what? We'll do the Zyrex incubator one, at the very least. Give that one a try. No idea what this one's going to ask of me, frankly. Maybe if it's, I think it was just like you interact with it and then it, like how normal extraction ones work, where it just kind of goes, you know, it goes. It's like the last thing I want to see when I enter into a mine. Yes, we've put lots of lava, little crawly guys. Yes, yes. Nevertheless, to be fair, there's quite a bit of like resources here that I can get my hands on. And it's definitely a solid increase. Was it 24-ish? Gonna swing at this game in a second. You know what I'm realizing? I haven't gotten any upgrades. I should actually just go and get some mining efficiency upgrades right now. Ooh. Okay, this is probably not going to be a one mine situation either. So buy me that. Buy me that. That's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We played out here for about 3 hours, yeah, so you're a little bit late on that one, but it should be. I'll probably post it on YouTube at some point. Oh, this is it done? Here. We've got a bunch of incubators. Oh wait, they're the nests. I was doing things. That's fine. I'm just telling you. I got no issues with that. You live your life, King. Maybe we don't go past that wall. Maybe we go down. Multiple mines. I did like the... I would have liked the one mine better if it was like the one mine vibe of... Hold on one second, chat. Somebody at the door again. Back. It was the... I don't know what it's called. It's not a spigot. I can't remember what it is. The thing that you attach to the end of a tap, an outdoor tap, to like have a hose attached to. You got to try a pressure, like a power washer. Like, was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. It's pretty swag, dude. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't like quite as like satisfying as I was hoping it would be, but that's only because like the thing that I was cleaning wasn't as dirty as it probably you want it to be to get that satisfying power wash thing going. But like B had a great time with it. And then I was like, if you enjoyed that, I have the game for you. And I booted up Power Wash Simulator, and she like was not into it like at all. And she was like, this like kind of sucks because I've actually used a real one now. So like, why am I playing a video game about something I've already used? And I was like, yeah, you know what? You make a fine point. I was like, this game would have rocked if you hadn't used a power washer like literally today. You would have been having a wonderful time. Tried sandblasting? No, I'm trying to make a little sign for the front of the house, and I stupidly thought that like hand sanding like a piece of wood would be like easy peasy. That's already got paint on it, so I'm trying to sand off the paint, and it is like a nightmare. And I bought this little thing that's like, it's like a thing that you kind of go like that. It's got like a block on it, and then two like twisty screws at the end. And my assumption was that you attach sandpaper to it via like the kind of vise at the end, and then you have like a hand sander, right? Like you can sand with it. I like couldn't really have been more wrong, because like I mean maybe it was maybe I used like the wrong grit of like sandpaper or something, but like it fell apart in my hands immediately. Like it was not having a good time. I could not figure out like what I'd done wrong, apart from just like like wallet diff, I guess. Like I bought the wrong thing. I mean, it wasn't like expensive, but I was still. It's also like it was like a trip to B&Q that I wasn't like not really prepared to go back there for a little while. I think hopefully I'd get an orbit sander for that. Sounds like you're trying to make me spend like another £100 or something. Drone system. Get some upgrades going. Bosh. And also Bosh. What did I just buy? Oh, I know exactly what I did. Okay. I need to get cooking on getting some resources for like weapons, I think, actually. There were some banging upgrades in World War One, if I recall. Well, not upgrades, like things that you found in chips. Wait, what does you spend £100 on the first time? Well, I just mean like when you're buying like, well, isn't shit's not cheap, man. Like, you know, if you're buying paint or like, I mean, like a hose is like $30 or something. It depends on how much, like 50 anywhere, and that's just for like the hose part of it. Like I got the little nozzle on like Amazon, like the grip on the end's like $15. Like it's just like a nightmare, man. I say a nightmare. It's like not a nightmare, but it's just like marginally more frictionless than you'd want it to be, I'd say. Okay. I was hoping to like make that happen slightly better. Wait, hold on. Ooh, I'm not far from base. I'm not far from base. I am far from base. I am so far from base. Ah. Thank the Lord, it's just the first one. I think I would have gotten absolutely fried if it was anything else. Yeah, I mean, I had to buy. Well, I didn't have to buy, but like, I bought a drill as well. And like a half decent drill that's gonna do me for like a long time. It's still like, you know, not like as cheap as you want it to be, but it's like kind of like I've only just started filling out the man like drawer a little bit. What band drill? To be fair, it's like a McAllister, so it's probably like not that good, but it's like it was an impact drill and a regular drill for like I think like 80 or 90 bucks, and I was like, I showed it to B's dad, and he was like, that's pretty good value actually for what you're getting, and that'll last you a while. And I was like, cool, that's kind of like all I need to hear. Like, and then like drill bits, and then like just assorted screws and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. It's been like 32 is a bit late for starting the man drawer, admittedly, of like various tools. Like, you know, I don't even have like a Stanley knife or anything, so I'm like I'll buy a Stanley knife, or I'll buy a saw as well, just in case anything needs sawed. Most of the time, things don't need sawed, you know? Admittedly. There's like very few situations where you're like, let me whip out the saw. However, it's just better to have it not needed than need to not have it, you know? What kind of saw did you get? The one that goes... You know? I did saw off something because I was like, I'm going to saw off a little piece of the wood because there was like a kind of like, not derelict, but it was definitely like a bit run down fence that used to be in the back garden that wasn't doing anything. It would get stuck and at some points like lock you out. Yeah, it was a hand saw. It wasn't like a jigsaw or like a electric saw. It was just like it was a manual saw. Not, I mean, I say manual. They're like all I don't know, like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like like a circular saw or table saw or something like that. No, it was just a hand saw. It's actually easier to saw than I thought it was. It turns out like the tool does do like most of the job as long as you're willing to like pull as hard as you can and get a bit of a rhythm going. Like using like a hand saw is kind of like playing a rhythm game. If only we could convince people that was how it was, man. We'd have a lot more DIY players instead of OSU players. Buy me? Sure. What am I? The thing isn't working. Mods kill him. I'm sick of the same joke over and over again, but I can't. The nightbot's not working, so this is like the 6th time I've seen it. The bot's broken, man, and I'm helpless out here. Mods, don't kill him. I was only being sarcastic. Guards, however, guards sees him. Don't know why I've like delved in here as if like I'm not gonna have to leave in about 15-30 seconds. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, bit of a visual bug. I love the railgun. That's my favorite one, I believe. Okay, there's like an insane visual bug that's got like, I don't know why it's crossing through the screen right now, but I'm a humongous fan of the railgun. It does absolute bits. It's not the first time I've gone on Wall World. Whoa, dude, being Scottish, man. Wall World 2. Wall World 2. But when I did have it, it was nuts, man. It was great. Mob launcher. I feel like that was in the first one as well, right? I feel like I recognize the name of it. I feel like I'm team railgun all the way. Feel kind of stupid now because I've like I haven't spent a lot of money, granted, but spent a little bit of cash on the regular gun, and now I've got the railgun and it's infinitely better. Box at one shot's like literally everything. Well, not literally everything, but you know what I mean. Can't even see it, but I will destroy it. Boom. That's as simple as that. What's wrong with being Scottish? I don't know. There's like a lot of things wrong with being Scottish. And the sooner you, if you are Scottish, the sooner you come to realize that, the sooner you can actually like start living your life. First thing is, and it's not like this is not really that bad, but it is just something that Scottish people have to live with. Is that if you're ever Scottish and abroad, you either cannot be understood, or people want to tell you how Scottish they are unsolicitedly, you know. Like and I guess it is like a good lubricant for a conversation, admittedly. When I went to Raleigh, North Carolina, or Cary, North Carolina, well, I went to both, because I was trying out Epic Games' new video game, Paragon, while they were producing Fortnite. I'm 6% Scottish. This is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, man. I'm gonna fucking swing for you in a second, man. People, like, I think most of the conversations I had with the natives there were, like, telling me about how they're, like, also Scottish, and I was just like, shut the fuck up, man. Stop. I don't care. They love to tell you. They love to tell you. I don't, like, disbelieve it either. But people do make up some bookie fractions when they're, like, doing the mental gymnastics of being like, I am 138th. Is it Wichita? No, I don't know. Like, Native American or something. Like, whatever tribe they happen to be part of. But to be fair, I kind of get it. Wait, did I... Oh, wait. What's that noise? I do kind of get... And to be fair, like, it's not the... Is it the game? Oh, there's a wall there. It sounded like a cat hissing, and I was like, what the hell? Is it an American thing, or do all people do that? Here's the thing, right? It is entirely an American thing, right? People that are, like, European or whatever don't, from my experience, mention their heritage unsolicited to other people unless they're generally asked, right? If you hear an accent, you strike up a conversation or whatever, talk about... I mean, you can talk about it, but, like, general, whatever, right? Doesn't seem as prevalent of a conversation starter with other people, right? But, that being said, it isn't... You can't really blame Americans for doing it, and I wouldn't hold it against them. It's just like... It's just like when you go to America, it's just a conversation you have to, like, be prepared to have multiple times, right? And that's fine. But, like, it's like if you had the same conversation day in, day out with random people over and over again, it's like... I'm on holiday. I'm not trying to, like, work a retail job here, you know? Which is answering the same... I'm not working IT here. But it makes sense because, like, Americans don't... Like, it's not like they have, like... I guess you have a national identity. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's that, like, your entire culture and nation is built off of immigrants and stuff like that. So it makes sense that you have strong connections or connections in some regard to, like, where you came from, which is not America. Unless you're, like, Native American, in which case, like, yeah, yeah. That's kind of like You're like the only ones, I guess. The indigenous population of America pre Mr. Columbus. Don't tell Americans that. They get mad. What? They don't have like a. Well, like I think you're misinterpreting it as a bad thing. Like, the average American is not like a true-blooded American, right? Like, and just for geographic sake, right? I would say, because like most of them are like descended from immigrants that came from Britain or wherever else in the world and to start like life or a new life. And I like America, right? That's chill. I feel like I feel like it's almost a controversial topic, but not for any particular reason. Like, obviously the definition has changed of what's a true blue American, right? But I'm just saying that, like, for people that are like really proud to, like, I mean, I guess it's not, I don't know. There's a lot of patriotism in that country, but they're also very like, I'm also like not from here in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like, which is fine. I'm unfortunately exceptionally boring genetically. I think I'm like 98%, or is at least in the high 90ths Scottish. And unfortunately, my great-great-grandmother or something, I don't know how many greats there are there, but she was a harlot who slept with an English man. So, obviously, she's excommunicado. Well, she's long dead, obviously, because she'd been like 200 years old at this point. But, yes, she's no longer part of the clan. A Yorkshire man? Yorkshire? Really? With their... They say Mora, and they say, is that right? Are they Yorkshire? From Yorkshire? And I think they might say Aop Duck as well. They might call people Duck. I can't remember. But anyway. Yeah, America's pretty chill. It's also like not their fault, because like as far as, I mean, especially when you're in like a tiny ass place like Raleigh or Cary, North Carolina, I might be the first like Scottish person they've ever met. Like, you know, their like only exposure to Scottish people is like Shrek, and like I don't know, is like some of the characters are Brave or something, or like is one of the characters in How to Train Your Dragon Scottish as well, like one of the dwarves or something, or one of the beardy guys, I don't know. And even then, that's only exposure to like the accent in a like, well, like the kind of stereotypical accent that you would expect, not even like what most of us sound like. I say most of us as if I sound like a Scottish person as well. I do sometimes, and I sound more so off stream, but I've homogenized my my accent big time over the years so that you can understand what I'm saying right now. As the guy yelling Scotland forever. Is that whole thing not from like one of the Kingsman movies? Because he sings Country Roads. And in that case, that guy is not. I can't remember what his name is. I'm pretty sure he wrote like a cooking book, or like it wasn't a cooking book. It was like a book about what he ate over the course of a year, and it was like lightly interspersed with inference that his wife might be cheating on him as well, if I recall. So it'd be like, today I had avocado on toast for lunch. Margaret told me that she'd be working late again today at the office. I chose to believe her. Ooh. It wasn't Egerton. It was the guy that plays Merlin, not the guy that plays whoever Egerton plays in that movie. I kiss the Scottish community if that counts as exposure. Every 3 seconds, it drops chemical pellets that deal damage. Okay. I mean, was it a big Scottish community or just a guy who was Scottish who told jokes? As someone who lives in the Raleigh / Carey, I've never met anyone Scottish. Yeah, that was an interesting experience because like I obviously it's a bit culture shocky. Like you go, me and my friend Callum went to like a club, and he's like I think he was like 19 or 20 at the time, and I was like 21 or 22, and I had to like buy him drinks because like he wasn't allowed. So I mean that sounds like weird, but like in the UK, he'd been going to like bars and clubs for like a couple of years at that point, I think. But in America, it was like, no, you can't do that unless you're 21. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, so I was just like, I'll just buy you a drink, mate. Like, I'll just give it to you. But and like, when we go into like the bar, it was like, please no firearms within the premises. And I'm like, is that? They put up, they have to, like, whenever you see a sign that says something like that, it's like, you have to think like it's because someone was, or someone did. And I'm like, damn. And then a fight broke out. Fight broke out at the bar. I don't even think I made it inside the bar. I think I got caught up in a conversation because somebody like heard me speaking and was like, "Are you from Scotland? Do you know the McDonald's?" And I was like, "Yeah, fucking next door neighbors." Yeah. And as far as I could tell, some guy was grinding on another guy's girl, and they were just having a scrap over it. But for whatever, like a cop, like a police officer, an officer of the law, pulled up and was like, "Stop fighting," like Peaky Blinders. "Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fucking fighting!" And he pulled his gun, and they didn't stop fighting, which is crazy to me. I don't think that they would. I don't necessarily believe that a police officer would open fire on two people who are fighting each other and not like harming anyone else. But like, it's still an insane situation where like someone's pulled a gun and it's not like a situation-ending event, you know? Like I do feel like it's weird for people to not be freaked out by the production of a gun in a situation that would never call for it. Mark Strong, yeah, that sounds right. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Man about to be shot. I don't know. Guns just kind of like... I'm like totally fine with like... I'm not trying to be like a COD warrior, but like guns are cool and stuff, but just not in real life. If guns were just like a fictitious thing and like we can't like mechas or something like that and we just were like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if guns were real? But then they never were. I'd be like fine with that, I think. I like games about warfare. I just like have no... It's all like... It must remain fictitious. Anything other than that, and I'm like, nah. Sorry. Like, I don't like the idea that, like, I don't know, man, like, you just accidentally get something caught on your, like, thingy, and I guess, like, that's what the safety's for, but, like, accidents still happen. And, yeah, I don't know, just... Even just like stupid stuff, like they like a lot of people wouldn't inherently consider dangerous. Like, not when I say a lot of people, I don't mean like you guys. I mean, you guys know this. What I'm about to say is going to be dangerous. But like, for instance, popping a round off into the air. Like, I think like some people think that like the gun goes off and then the bullet despawns at a certain range. But like, there's gotta be like a not small amount of people who've been like clipped by a bullet, like just being shot off like a mile and a half away, right? That just happened to be like the worst luck of all time. It's like when you see like, used to hear like stories about people dying from like shit icicles falling from airplanes because they dumped the... I don't know, this isn't real, or if it is real, then I don't know. But this is stuff that we used to talk about when we were like children and stuff like that. We thought was like very funny. There used to be like myths or whatever that airplanes would dump waste disposal stuff like over domestic areas. It is real. All right, well I didn't need to know that, but they would dump over domestic areas and then it would freeze on the way down, like the poo would freeze and like destroy someone on the ground just who was in the wrong place at the wrong time, I suppose. It is generally illegal to fire a warning shot. I feel like it depends, right? Because like if you're on like, for instance, grass and it's fired at the ground, if you're in like a really fucked up situation where the bullet isn't going to ricochet or anything like that, I think it's probably like cool. I mean, not that I would ever fire a warning shot or hold a gun in my life, and I hope I never do. But like I'd imagine there's like, yeah, I mean, there's probably circumstances that change that somewhat, right? I had a neighbor shoot through my wall. Yeah. There's this like really famous video of like, I think it's like an Arabic wedding or something like that. I don't know where it is, but a guy has like a Kalashnikov, like an AK-47 in his hand, and he like holds it in one hand and like starts blasting it into the air. But then the kickback on it is like evidently like there's a reason why people hold it with two arms when they're firing it. It like goes and like he starts just wildly firing into the crowd because he like can't control the gun, and I'm just like, oh my god, man. I'm so like guns still exist here, right? Like no doubt. I mean, we have armed police as just period, but like. And people, and you know, but it's mostly like organized crime. Like you don't have, apart from farmers, you don't have like civilians running around with like wet guns. And even the farmers, they have like shotguns that aren't gonna, like a double barrel shotgun that they fire off a round or two, and then they have to get the pellets out or whatever. But yeah, just like imagine like. If I lived in a country, I don't know, man. I guess it'd be different because like culture, etc. I'm just thinking like if I was like having my wedding and someone pulled up with a AK-47, I'd be like, you need to leave like right now, buddy. Like you need to get going. As a child, I was like stupid and was like, oh, it'd be so cool to like, because you know you hear about like people like killing a cow with a rocket launcher, and you think, oh, a rocket launcher is so cool. I want to like blast a cow with a rocket launcher. But then as not even as an adult, but like you grow some empathy or something, and you're like, that's the most ridiculous, cruel thing and ever, man. Like, what was I thinking? Like, why did I think that was cool? Let's see here. Do I want to go double here? Boop, boop, boop. Double drilling. To be fair, I was putting down slabs like the other day in the garden, and I was using an edging tool, and I had that moment of like I cut through a wire, and I was like, oh no. So I was like checking, like, so it was round roughly where like an Ethernet cable was that went into like the hut in the back garden for like cycle stuff, and I was like, I am an absolute muppet, man. What have I done? And I was like, but that's not even like the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is like I've cut like a power line or something like that. Turns out it was just a random ass wire in the garden. Like nothing has been affected, but like I've never been like, oh my god, I have just made like a £1,000 mistake for no reason. I did not have £1,000 to like. To make this mistake here, man. Like I gotta, what am I doing, man? Legally, no one's viewed as intending to distress them if you felt the situation was dangerous to fire. It should be to stop the imminent threat in your life. If a warning shot is needed, the threat isn't imminent. I mean, okay. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I think you're right. Yeah, but like, okay. I mean, I'm just saying that, like, I guess, right. I'm just saying that a warning shot isn't always illegal, is what I'm trying to say. Like in court, it's like if somebody was like he fired a warning shot, there was like 4 guys with baseball bats like coming in on him, and he fired a warning shot. They'd be like, well, that's, you know. Why didn't you just kill them? If you thought you were in so much danger, why didn't you kill them? And it's like, well, I didn't want to take a human life. Like, surely they're not going to be like, Your Honor, this man did not kill these men. But he did fire up a warning shot, so we should send him down. I think a warning shot would probably do the trick sometimes. You're not even supposed to draw if you don't intend to shoot. I think, yeah, yeah, sure, but like I think that's easier said than done, right? If you're in like an actual genuine situation where shit's about to go down, like genuinely, like there's people trying to hurt you, and not even like you shouldn't even like realistically draw if somebody's just trying to rough you up. I'm talking like genuine, like they're fucking either put you in the hospital or the morgue. Like I don't know, man. It's far spooky that I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. The whole world is so good for this conversation, man, because I'm just like I don't even know what's going on. Hello, Crash. Hello. What do we get this time? A bomb. Carried in the mine. If you let go of it, the bomb will explode after a countdown blasting a bomb. I'm pretty sure I recall the bomb sucking ass. In a court, it's never a warning shot, just bad aim. Okay. I do like this, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is true, and I do remember looking it up. At least as far as the United Kingdom goes, and this is not like deadly force, just so we're clear. It is not illegal to exert like at least a decent amount of force if it's in self-defense if you feel that there's a threat upon your life. So like for instance, and I've talked about this a lot, punching a 9-year-old in the face, right? If a 9-year-old had like a knife or a hammer or something and was like expressing any interest in hurting you, there's a really genuinely solid argument to be made that you're well within your rights to clock the child, right? And like knock the child out. Not like kill the child, but like punch him in the face or like sweep his legs. And then yeah, that's fine. But then you start to delve into where is the line. And it's like, what if there was like 1,000 babies and they were all like they had knives attached to them? Like how many babies would it take that were really expressing, well, I don't know about expressing an interest on harming you, but like where you were in a situation where like, oh my god, this is a lot of babies and I'm feeling like genuinely like I'm in danger here to start swinging. It's an interesting one, man. Because I mean, if I think as in my 20s, I think I would have been like, if a bunch of teenage boys, let's say like 13 or 14-year-olds, like started approaching me and like manhandling me in a regard, or like, you know, throwing a couple, like I would be like, they're kids, right? Like they're not gonna they're not gonna be very strong necessarily, and I'm probably fine. But then as a 30-year-old, where my body is starting to like, maybe like I'm supposed to be in the prime of life, but let's be honest, like this, like 15 years of like League of Legends and stuff like that, sitting in a chair for like 18 hours a day, has deteriorated the muscular mass ever so slightly. So I'm sitting there like, honestly, I genuinely probably do think that like a 15-year-old could, at least like the number of 15-year-olds could probably give me a run for my money. So like, I would have been like, if I was 21, I'd be like, just take the punches, it doesn't matter. However, as like an actual 32-year-old now, I'm like, I would probably start hammer fisting, windmilling around the gaff. As in early mid-20s, peak physical age. Guess it depends. I don't know. Up to you, kid. I need to find this missing Zyrex incubator. That is not an incubator. To be fair, we're at the bottom of the level. We can just start working our way up. But I want to just make like perfectly clear. I want to be perfectly clear that we are not leaving anything behind here. Because I would be devastated if there was one left in here that I just had missed one block that led to a pathway where there was a bunch of them. Okay, seems fine. I think this one's clear. I'm pretty certain. If this is my peak physical condition, that makes me sad. I wouldn't get sad about it, man. I don't know what age you are, frankly, but I haven't even begun to peak yet. That's what I'm convincing myself. And thus the gorilla versus man argument starts again. It could start, it can come from nowhere. It could definitely start when you least expect it. Pardon me. I'm vibing with a long drill, bro. I keep pressing the wrong button. Triple long range driller. Ooh. I mean, I don't even know why I've upgraded it, to be honest with you, because I'm very evidently about to be done with this. Or I'd like to hope. I should be going for movement speed, because I need to get around fast. Okay, I think it might be this one. I think there's like enough blocks lying around that would indicate to me that I've missed something. And I know myself. Bop, 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 bop. Blast him. We've taken out quite a few, but it's important to take out the small ones, and also that one as well. That was a bad one. Okay, it doesn't really do well in like situations with like a lot of guys. It does, you have to charge up a certain amount before it can cleave, and that's not always, but you know what, we got like 39 emeralds. It's actually not too bad. I guess like in that situation, I am the gorilla, right? And it's 100 babies, but I would definitely win against the babies. So there's no question about that. I don't think it's like hubris that's like, you could get the most physically fit 9-year-old on Earth, and I would even though I'm so unfit, I would absolutely level him. And that's a good feeling. It's good to know that you're always, you know, you've always got something in the back pocket, you know. You might not be like particularly physically domineering, but the chances are you could get the most dense 9-year-old that's been hitting the gym prenatally on the protein since they were in the womb, but you could absolutely flatten them in like seconds. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling. Sometimes like when you get to a certain age and things happen in your life, you kind of have to clutch onto those small victories. Because they may not come around as often as you want them to, man, you know? Bottle-fed creatine, that's so true. Okay, no, this is not the one. That is fine. It's getting a little bit stressful because we're actually coming to very dangerously close to being forced out here. And also, we've kind of mined everything, so there's, as far as upgrades go, we got a really good drill, but what use is that when we don't have anything to drill? Yeah, I've got the railgun. It shouldn't be an issue. To be fair, can I afford any upgrades for the railgun? I feel like it's quite expensive, if I recall. Yes, it is. 20% damage. I don't need the extra damage, that's just pointless. Charging speed would be good, though. Yes. Hello, Charles. Okay, I'm gonna scoot you down here. Sorry, buddy. Hold on. Just come this way. Oh, careful. Wait. Hold on. Charlie, scoot down. Thank you, boy. Anyway, yeah, that all came from a conversation about what was it? Americans, I think. I got no beef with America, man. Never had beef with America. Right, well that was an easy search because there's nothing there. If I get to this top one and there's nothing there, I'm gonna scream, I think, maybe. I think there's one more up top. I'm hoping that there's just like, I've just forgotten that the whole point was to destroy the incubators and not done it. Man, I've really picked this place clean, haven't I? Jesus. I didn't think I'd been that thorough, to be honest. I wasn't expecting myself to be so thorough, but there's like, there's nothing here. And then that leads to where I got the railgun. Ay. Okay, they're all done. They're all done. I've got 4. Come on, man. Chop. I got him on the clock here, dude. Hurry up. Please don't fire. Okay, nothing. That is devastating. We gotta get back to the ship. Where is this thing? You'd watch more Funger. I'm glad. I think it's like... I mean, I've... Ooh, you know what? Stick with that for the time being. Okay, we gotta prioritize here. Wait, I do not want the grenade launcher. Kabosh. Bye. It's a difficult game to watch multiple things of, I suppose. To be fair, I mean, the game can be done. I mean, the whole... Well, I should probably... Don't know if I should speak of it, to be honest, but... it can be completed, like, very quickly, and the whole point of the first... third? Is to do it fast, I guess? So, I don't know. I'm really worried. I've looked in every single one of these holes, and I don't really know what to do about this, to be honest with you. If there were less decks, I'd probably play it myself. Yeah, I mean, well, you can get rid of them. There's, I mean, I was playing with a sensor mod, so, and it's because it's, I mean, you probably can stream it on Twitch because like the point of the game isn't like those themes. There's just like. They're just involved in them, I suppose, like cruelty of man, etc., etc. But yeah, you don't have to interact with that. And any scene that involves it, it's like cut or whatever. I don't think I'm gonna run into a mine, if I'm honest. I think I should start going down because I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be any. If we've come, I don't know, man. Where is this last thing, dude? We've got some time, at the very least. But it is a... the thing is, though, what I will say, and this is the same for a lot of games, which is unfortunate, because and ultimately games are kind of like meant to be played, to be, like, I mean, they're in that art form, or media form, because they're supposed to be how you engage with it. But with games like Fear and Hunger, admittedly, sometimes it feels better to watch a video on it or about the game, or watch someone else play it who knows kind of what they're doing, as opposed to playing it yourself and kind of like stumbling around. And much like how like people, like the average person is not piecing together lore of Dark Souls. They're not like reading every item description and being like, oh yeah, so Mikolov, and yes, this is Mikolow's sword. If I recall, there was a helmet from a character 40 hours ago in the game that mentioned something about the Order of the Golden Seal or Knights, etc. Like, nobody's doing that. You just wait for like people to like data mine everything and put the pieces together, and then like make a Vati Vidya video. I like when people do that though. Well, when people, because I do that. I mean, listen. That's the way I'm saying. The average person, all right. Like, just to be clear, because people do that, right? There's no doubt about it. There's all kinds of fucking weird people in this world, man. You're one of them. But I'm just saying, like, the average person that has booted up Dark Souls probably has never like actually looked at an item description. That is like for the purposes of lore. They might be like, what does this do? But they're not looking at like the lore part. You know? I read every item description for the first 3 items, then stop caring and Google it. I'm with you on that one, for sure. There's a lot to love about the idea of any RPG game being really intricate and methodical in the first like hour, and then being like, I fucking can't. Like, you're like, I want to get every secret, I want to get every chest, I want to have every advantage for me going into the final boss, and then being like, fuck bro, like I'm playing Persona fucking 3, like am I mental? Like I got another like 112 hours ahead of me of like fucking trying to figure this shit out, man. I'm playing Shin Megami Tensei, man. Like what am I like, I'm not, what am I fucking speedrunning? Like what am I doing here? Can you open your eye, please? Thank you. Okay, so there is like no holes, and I can't find it. Charlie, man, are you alright? What are you doing, buddy? Right, sit there. That's fine. Relax. Da 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 da. There are like 3 games I spent looking for every item and collectible. I did that kind of stuff too, but it was like Legend of Zelda, like Majora's Mask, like 20 years ago. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm trusting you, Charlie, not to go sicko mode on the desk here. If you could do that, I would appreciate it. Or not do that, as I should say. To be honest with you though, like, the reason why I probably spent so much time, you know, right, okay, hold on, Charlie, listen, enough, stop. Charlie, guide you down. Bad boy. He's a good boy, but he doesn't know his limits. He doesn't know when to call it quits. Yeah, I guess like the reason why I probably cared so much about doing any form of completionist stuff when I was, do you know what it is, man? I probably left one of those little puffer things and it's behind one of them. Was probably because you're a child and you don't get like, you don't have like any disposable income, and apart from like maybe your allowance or something, and you're like, well, you know what, man, this might be the only video game that I have for a while, so I'm gonna drain the life out of it. So you're doing Majora's Mask, you're doing the Moon Temple, and you're doing all the Gorin like ball riding stuff so you can fight deity, the Majora, and then you become fierce deity Link or whatever, and all that because you were gifted the game 3 days ago and you got stuff you gotta get moving. I feel like this is like a big hole as well, man. I can't believe this was going really well, and then I was pretty confident we'd be chilling, but like the game is just like, well, I've hidden the final Zyrex incubator in one piece. So that do you wanna be my friend? We are. Anyway, yeah, but I think the thing is when you have like disposable income and you can buy video games, all of a sudden your time means like infinitely more than it did before. And you're like, well, I know I spent like $8 on it, but like, I also like have work in the morning, so I shouldn't. I don't want to play this. If I'm gonna play it, it's gonna be spent playing a real game like NBA 2K or some shit, you know? Okay, well we filled this mission. It's a big shame. Unfortunately, a bit of a downturn at the end of that mission, but still. There aren't many games I'm sucked into anymore. I get that for sure, yeah. I'm kind of like on my short and sweet. I know I play idle games a lot and I like idle games, but I'm big in the. This is an idle game and it's like thematic, but it only actually like lasts for like, I don't know, 6 hours. And then after that, you're done, so you know. That was like the easiest fight of all time. Can I just not extract? Okay, I mean I'm not. I think my problem is I'm overly enthusiastic about like RPG games for the first. Oh, Charlie, man, what are you doing? I'm over enthusiastic for the first couple of hours, and then I like lose all gas like from there on out. I'll be so like yeah, I'm gonna do it for the first 5 hours, and then afterwards I'm like, I'm tired, boss. Like, oh, Charlie, man. Well, we failed that mission, but we did do our best, which is all you can ask for at the end of the day. I think we're going to call it there for World 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. If you want to see more World, let me know. See you. Subscribe, like the video as well. Bye.